If you feel like your manifestations are not going the way you had planned, the 3D is not moving, your inner state is not changing, and in general it feels like you are doing a lot of work for no result, then something is off because we are operating through a law. The law of assumption is whatever beliefs and assumptions you have, that is what you are going to experience in your physical reality. And it's a law that we can do absolutely nothing about. So we are manifesting whether we like it or not. So when you are manifesting, consciously manifesting, so imagining an outcome and you are not seeing results, then first of all, it's not because the law is not working. It's always because we are doing something that is, let's call it, incorrect. And we are going to find a solution to that in this video. If you are dealing with doubts and anxiety, which might be the case if you are doing the work and not seeing the results, this is not the video about that. I have other videos that I am going to link in the description box below, maybe in the comments, that you can check out if you're specifically dealing with doubts about manifestation in general or your specific situation. So make sure to check that out. In this video, we are going to talk about what is actually holding you back from manifesting your desired outcome. Before I do that, welcome to my channel. My name is Anna and I'm a manifestation coach. I am teaching the law of assumption on this channel as taught by Neville Goddard, and I am keeping it as simple and practical as humanly possible so that you can take it and apply it to your manifestations right away. If you like and if you want to learn more about the law of assumption taught in this way, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you happen to resonate with my teachings and you need additional help with your manifestations, I do offer one-on-one coaching. The link is always in the description box below. So let's talk about what could possibly keep you back from your manifestations. It is always efficient and useful to go back to the basics of manifestation, regardless of which problem you are dealing with in manifestation. I say this to people who are completely new to manifestation. Basics are important, and also those who are very experienced with manifestation. People who are experienced also tend to overcomplicate it because the principles of manifestation are so simple that for some reason we humans want to complicate it. So this channel is all about keeping it simple, the way it's meant to be kept. So the law of assumption is that your assumptions and everything that you hold in your subconscious, so your subconscious programming, the beliefs you have and the assumptions you make about things and situations and people, those are what you are experiencing in your physical 3D reality. And you can't experience something in your physical reality that you don't have an assumption about. So you can't possibly experience something that you haven't experienced in your mind first. So it's first in the mind and then in the physical reality. So if that is the only way that you can experience things, and that is the power that we call God, your higher self, the universe, call it whatever you want, that there is one power that is creating, that's your imagination. And therefore, the only thing that can hold something back from you is that same power. So there's nothing bigger than the biggest and the most powerful power ever. So the power itself is the only thing that can keep something back from you, which in simpler terms is simply you. And why does this happen? Even when you are actually putting in the work and imagining, that is because we have beliefs and assumptions about other things that are contradicting the current story that we are trying to impress on our subconscious mind. So, what happens? For example, with a lot of people who are manifesting an SP, something that I hear a lot is the person has always been like that. They are so stubborn. They keep acting like this, even though I am affirming and imagining and doing my mental work. The person keeps acting like this. What you are doing is you are putting all your focus outwards. So, this is the classical focusing on the 3D and trying to find reassurance from the 3D, which is not going to happen that way. You need to find ways on your own or with your coach to get rid of this assumption that, or the story that something on the outside, for example, your specific person, can keep your manifestation from coming. Another thing that interferes with this is the idea that people have free will. Even in the manifestation community, unfortunately, you hear this a lot, that people have free will. You can't manipulate with people. Whenever you hear this, switch it off, because that is not how manifestation works. You are not manipulating anything or anyone. You are simply changing your beliefs and assumptions about something. So unless your beliefs and assumptions change, the situation is going to stay the same, and it's regardless of it being an SP or money or health or whatever. Other stories, scenarios where people have a hard time believing that they are the only cause of their current situation and their manifestation currently just yet not happening is themselves, is, for example, when they are manifesting health or weight loss. This is also something that I have worked with several clients, and the explanation that people have for themselves why it's not happening is because of the amount of calories, it's because of what doctor has said. And just like I said in the beginning of this video, it is so helpful and useful and efficient for you to go back to the basics and realizing and acknowledging that you are operating from the power of your higher self. Again, God the Almighty, who knows everything, who knows the ways to bring it to you, and one way that I like to phrase this for clients is God is not going to sit there and tell you that, oh, I can't manifest the weight loss for you because you are eating too many calories. That it sounds ridiculous. Then God is not almighty, which is also not true. So again, back to the basics. We are the ones holding ourselves back, because if imagination creates reality, that is all there is to it. It's the same for your health. Something that might help all you people who are manifesting health is, whenever your doctor says something cannot be cured, just realize that it's because they don't know just yet how to cure it. It's not because it can't be cured. Your body knows how to heal you because your body is that intelligent. And these are all those things that I'm telling you in this video are things that you need to repeat to yourself and remind yourself as facts, so that you don't keep yourself from manifesting your desired outcome. Whenever you have a thought that says, oh, but the doctor said it can't be done, my trainer said I'm eating too much, or this person said it's not going to happen because they decided it, etc. Go back to your own power. Whenever you are focused on things other than your own imagination, You are focused on something that is outside of you. And you have nothing to do there. The circumstances that you are dealing with are manifestations of your own imagination and of your own assumptions and beliefs already. These are already manifestations. So when you are going into your imagination and you're imagining a different outcome, don't bring those 3D limitations with you into your infinite imagination, because your imagination, your subconscious mind, and God that you are operating from, who is operating through you, through your imagination, is not going to analyze and realize that those are things that are actually annoying you so that it doesn't manifest it. It's not going to do that. And it's not going to judge you or figure out whether you want something or whether you fear something. It's whatever you focus on that is going to manifest. And that is why we keep reliving the same 3D situation over and over again. And it feels like something is holding our manifestation back from us. It's always the focus on something unwanted that keeps it there. If it keeps being there, then somehow your focus is on it. My last video might be very helpful with this, and I'm going to again link that also in the description box below. And that in that video, I explain to you how to figure out what you are focusing on and what to do about it. In this video, I want you to understand that there's nothing outside of you that can decide for you whether you can or can't have something. There's nothing that has been decided for you. There's no God, no power outside of you, up there, whatever we have heard so many times that, oh, it's destiny, or it's not meant to happen, or just because something didn't happen, it wasn't meant for you. The universe is preparing something better for you if this thing didn't happen. These are all things that come from people who don't know how manifestation actually works. The universe doesn't care, absolutely doesn't care about what you want, what you don't want, what is good for you, what is bad for you. This might sound horrible, but the universe doesn't care. The universe is only going to give you what you manifest. So if you didn't manage to manifest something, it's not because something better is coming. It's because you didn't manage to impress it on your subconscious mind. It's as simple as that. And that sounds very technical. The non-technical way of understanding it is, what do you currently believe about this situation? If your beliefs are still from the 3D, from the current situation, then your focus is too much on it. And when you put too much focus on the 3D, you also feel very powerless. The more you remove your attention from the 3D and you put it on your desired outcome in your imagination, the more powerful you're going to feel, the quicker your 3D is going to move, and the more you are going to convince yourself that you are the only one manifesting your reality, and you are also the only one not manifesting the desired outcomes that you plan to manifest at first. So that is really all there is to it. You are the only person and you are the only circumstance and situation that can ever keep a manifestation from you. And it doesn't matter how stubborn that person is. If you think that that person is stubborn and they're not changing, that is the assumption that you are holding of them. So that is going to manifest. If you think that your health is not going to improve because that condition is just not going to improve because the doctor said so, then that is the assumption that you are holding. The same goes for weight loss, the same goes for money, the same goes for anything. And as I said in the beginning of the video, the power that is the only power that can give you your experiences, you can't possibly experience something that you don't manifest. So it's mind over matter, and first imagination and then 3D experiences. That is the only way you can experience things. That is the only way you can solve problems. That is God the Almighty. That is the universe, your higher self. Again, call it whatever you want. And that power is the only power that can keep your manifestations from you or delay it. And the only way you delay it is by having other assumptions that are contradicting your current desired outcome. So if you feel like your manifestations are not coming, you only need to work on yourself, with yourself, on your assumptions and beliefs. Don't go and try to make the person understand something. It's not going to be helpful because your current assumptions are going to manifest still. Don't try to convince the doctor or your therapist or whoever to say something that you actually want to hear. Your manifestations are going to happen. I am saying this because I sometimes have clients who come to me and they are trying really hard to make me say the things that they want to hear, but there is only one truth. Your imagination creates reality. Even if the person you're dealing with might behave horribly with you, and I don't excuse any type of bad behavior. My question is, why are you manifesting it? Why are you experiencing it? Go back and figure out what you are doing in your mind, because that is all that matters. I really hope that this was helpful. I really hope that please listen to this video every time you feel like you are powerless, because my intention with this video was to say that you are the only one holding the power over your reality and your experiences. There's nothing else that can keep you from experiencing what you managed to impress on your own subconscious mind through your wonderful human imagination, as Neville Goddard calls it. So that was it for today. My intention was to make you feel powerful and take control over your mind, basically. So once again, if you resonate with my way of teaching the law of assumption, I do offer one-on-one coaching. If you need additional help with your manifestations, the link is in the description box below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and see you in the next video.